Hi, Gospel Guitars here, and today I wanted to cover one of the things I forgot to cover. Using a DI box, if you're an electric guitar player, with your either your rack mount gear or your floorboard gear, like this Roland processor here. I went with the Roland today because it's probably the most extreme setup because it can do a lot, and so I figured, well, if you can wire this, then most likely you can get a pretty good idea of how to wire yours. In this case, this can be any processor, the GT100 by Boss or a Line 6 unit, anything that's got speaker simulators built into it so you can sound like you're playing through a 412 or a 212 cabinet. It's got to have speaker emulation though, or speaker modeling. Not just, amp models usually include the speaker models, but something like this Boss unit here is not meant to be used in this way. There is a trick around this that I will show you in another video. But for today, let's stick with the ones that have the guitar amp modeling. As far as a Roland unit here, it has the synthesizer left and right outputs. If I want to run it in stereo, even in a live situation, more and more people are running live in stereo if they have nice line arrays and all that kind of thing. Otherwise you could just omit the right channel and just use your left channel if you're running a mono sound system. So the synthesizer sounds and strings and pianos and all that kind of background stuff, other instruments, would be coming out and running into the PA through two DIs. So I come out the left output into the input of a DI, and then you plug in your mic cable, your XLR connection running to your stage snake. And you do that for your left and your right channels. If this is just strictly a guitar processor, you're not going to have this output here, you just have your left and right. On this unit I also have a guitar output, and I can set up basically a stage rig right in this box. So that rig would be playing through this DI, so I need 3 DIs in order to set this up without any amps or anything like that on stage. And they all run into XLR lines running to the mixer, so I would take 3 channels on the mixer board for the show playing live without anything but this. So no more hauling around gigantic amplifiers, and I'm in my 50s now, so that gets a little tiring to even haul around my JC120, much less my 412 cab, which I can barely get downstairs anymore. But this is how you use it with your electric rig. So if you got a rack processor, I have a AudioTech GSP 2101 Studio rack unit from the 90s, which has XLR outputs, which you would connect this to right on the back. So it's got a built-in 412 cabinet DI. So I don't even need the box. And some of the more modern, like Axe Effects and the newer Boss GT Pro and stuff, and even the Behringer, the big blue Behringer unit that came out in, what was that, the 90s or early 2005 or something, they also have cabinet emulators and built-in DI, so you can run it right into your mixer board. So you can use this setup for numerous different things if you don't feel like hauling an amp around. I had a friend of mine that, if you're watching this video, you know who you are, had a Boss GT6, and that's all he took for his gigs after hauling around a half stack. So then he just moved to a Boss GT6 and a couple DIs and you're done. So, and you don't even need all this. Like I say, you can omit this one and you're still good to go. And this stuff would be, of course, set up for this type of use. So if you want to do something like this, you're going to have to go through your floorboard and actually get all your sounds and things to sound good with this type of setup. So that's how you use it with an electric guitar. So since I covered the bass and the acoustics, I realized I never talked about the electric rigs. So I thought I'd throw this out there today. Hope you found it helpful. If you're getting tired of hauling your amps around and you've got a nice floorboard, this will work for you. All the Boss units will do it. All the Line 6 units, pretty much everything out there now, you can just set up a DI or two with it and you're good to go. Just make sure you got some good stage monitors on stage in front of you so you can hear yourself play, and have a good engineer that can give you good sound, so, and you're good. So if you found it helpful, subscribe, like it, share it, and thanks for watching.